everyone, and this is Miss Orlando, and welcome to our Google Drive tutorial, how to log in to Google Drive. There's a couple of things that we're going to be learning about in this tutorial. The first thing is I just want to make sure that everybody knows how to figure out what your school email address is. And this is important for a lot of reasons, and it's kind of difficult to get into some of the things and log into some of the things that we do in language arts if you don't know that particular email address. So we're going to learn that. And we're also going to learn how to log into Google Drive as well through your ePassport. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So your school email address is, like I said before, really important. Here's the equation. It's your student ID number plus an @ plus student.myscps.us. All those powers combined and you are a winner. Just make sure that you're making sure that each of those three components is in your email address, okay? So here's some examples and non-examples. Your student ID needs to be the very first thing. So just like with the correct one that's highlighted here, the student has their student ID. You can also think about it like your lunch number. It's also your lunch number. And then the @ in red, and then the student.myscps.us in blue. This one's correct because it has all three of those components correct. Okay, so here are a couple of things I've seen in the last few years, students doing it incorrectly. So most of the time, you remember to put your student ID, but some people like to put @gmail.com because they think we're in Google, so that it's a Gmail account. It's actually not. You don't have a Gmail account through Seminole County Public Schools. They actually got you an Outlook account, so you have it's a different organization. So Gmail is not going to be the last bit of that. And then also, some people forget to put student before myscps.us, also a problem. So just remember to have all three of those components, your student ID number, the @ and then student.myscps.us. Okay. Now, if you already know this, maybe you're just like, Miss Orlando, I already know this. I remember it from last year, or you've worked in Google Docs before, then you don't need to worry about doing this next activity. But if you are still unsure, it's very important you know your email address. So please just take a moment to write it down. So get your language arts notebook. In that very first page, you're going to go ahead and just take a moment and write out your email address 5 times, okay? You want to make sure that it's correct because you don't want to practice writing it and it's not correct. So what I would do is pause this movie, rewind for a little bit, go back to the screen that has all the information you need, and just make sure that you're copying it down correctly, okay? But if you already know, then let's go ahead and keep on going here. Okay, so the next section of this tutorial is how to sign in to Google Drive through your ePassport. Most people already know how to get into ePassport. I'm assuming most of you do. But if anyone needs me to help them figure out how to get into it, I do not mind at all helping you out. So just let me know in class and I can show you how that works. It's super easy. So what you're going to do right now is notice that there is a Google Drive tile in your ePassport, which is awesome. Now mine is, since I use it all the time, it's showing up in my home, but you might not have it in your home if you haven't used it before. So what you want to do is click Applications, and it's either in Application 1 or Applications 2, okay? But here's mine here. All right, so you're going to just click on that Google Drive tile as soon as you find it. And then your Google Drive pops right up like magic. So awesome. So here's what my Google Drive looks like. It is, it's actually pretty self-explanatory, but I am going to go through it all in another tutorial just so you know what all of these things mean and help you with creating and sharing documents and all that. But this tutorial was just to help you get in. So we're in. We're looking good. If you have any questions at all about getting into your Google Drive, please let me know. You can either shoot me an email or you can just let me know in class, okay? But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope everyone learned a lot here. Talk to you soon. Bye.